I can't believe it's been 4.5 months since Adi's shit show defiled my brain matter with its generic nonsense. I'm still reeling over how Netflix managed to mess up something as surefire as Devil May Cry. It's only a franchise longtime fans have been hoping to get more of, and what we got amounted to a Twitter rant checklist, featuring cheap imitations of beloved characters. It didn't help when shortly after Season 1 dropped, we got leaks of Dante receiving his pistols, Ebony and Ivory. This was a sign that they had already gotten the green light for Season 2 before the verdict was in on the first one. With all the projects getting cancelled on Netflix, this crap is getting the full go-ahead. I wonder who Adi's jerking off to make that magic happen.
Who wants to see my honk honk? Come on, give it a blarg.
Anyways, a teaser trailer for Season 2 has officially dropped, and I'm here to give an unbiased Okay, take on what we got. Obviously, Netflix DNC spoilers. You know what? This show is an embarrassment. No spoiler warning. I'm not even sorry. A link to the Netflix trailer will be included down below. Check it out for yourselves if you haven't yet. Also, I'll be sticking to still images for the Netflix show. Copyright BS has been causing me and some other content creators trouble, so I'd rather avoid it for the time being. It begins with our beloved protag Dante reflecting on fucking Mary's words from the end of last season.
You said I was too dangerous for the world.
Her piss-poor excuse for stabbing him in the back after he just helped save the world from a horrible demonic incursion. Also, I will be referring to her as Mary or fucking Mary here on out. It's accurate, I refuse to call her a lady. These two have nothing in common. Like many of us assumed, Darkcom looks to have released Dante from his imprisonment, most likely to help with this war they kickstarted with the Demon Realm. And while it's vague, some dialogue suggests this is fucking Mary's idea. Looking at that beret she's wearing, I wonder if turning in Dante the amulet and the sword earned her a nifty promotion. Either that or Adi wants to ruin Resident Evil next with his Jill Valentine clone. That she would use her position within Darkcom to secure his release after screwing him over is extremely slimy. And if it was not her idea, but the higher-ups, then Mary has remained complicit in Dante's internment, which is not better. Mary. I bring this up because Mary betraying him at the end of Season 1 cannot be emphasized enough. Just setting him free to deal with Vergil, who's likely causing major problems for them, more on that shortly, none of this is enough to atone for her actions. That's something that would take a whole season and story arc to truly earn. And knowing Netflix's style of writing, at best, they'll cram the entire issue into a single argument. Then we will never hear about it again. That's the best case scenario. Worst case, the writers reverse the situation and make Dante the problem. They've had little issue demeaning him thus far. Any way we look at it, I doubt the outstanding issues between these two are going to be resolved in a satisfactory way. Also, very briefly, Arias from the DMC2 game showed up. He was also in the finale of Season 1. Obviously, Ouroboros is going to be a factor here. I wonder if he's going to be just a generic scummy businessman. Netflix loves generalizing people and calling it enlightenment. They had Arkham in Season 1 too, just to demean and kill him in the most embarrassing way imaginable. I wouldn't be surprised if Arias is made into a joke too, which, given his character from DMC2, isn't hard to do. Next up, Dante receives his Ebony and Ivory pistols. Better late than never. Though I'll mention here and now, we still haven't seen any devil arms in this show. That does not inspire confidence. Devil arms are one of the coolest mechanics in the series. Turning your defeated foe into a badass weapon you can whip out anytime and let loose, that's insult to injury. Dante's fight scenes were getting kinda bland near the end of Season 1 because all he had was a rebellion. His guns can only help this issue so much. As it stands, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't even have unlimited ammo like the games. They've nerfed our boy so badly. And here we have Nell Goldstein, a pristine mother figure from Dante's history. How much you guys want to bet they fucked that up too? I can't say it for certain, but with Mary in this scene, it looks as though Nell is a weapons developer for Darkcom. Now that alone is fine. It's whether or not they keep the relationship she and Dante have from the manga, where Nell was again like a mother to him. He straight up calls her mother after she dies. The trailer is short, so we don't see any interactions between the two. Maybe this will be our chance to see the two develop. Or, if I were a pessimistic man, they're gonna make her a mother figure to fucking Mary instead. They gave her Dante's jackpot line in Season 1. She ran laps around and humiliated him non-stop. And her Kalina Ann was also a Darkcom issued weapon, probably from Nell as well. So it's too soon to tell, I won't push it further. But if they go that route and take yet another character point away from Dante, I'm gonna call out the bullshit awfully fierce. Dante's mother figures and their tendency to die are a major part of his development, his history. They provide tragedy, but also stability, warmth, humanity. It helped shape the man into who he is, for better or for worse. Please do not take that from him.
This is about your twin brother.
Yeah, Mary's dialogue there was hideously skewered. Like they cut 2 lines together or cut some words out, probably more swearing. By God, they need to lay off that. It wasn't even funny after a while. The trailer's dialogue wasn't great in general. Just listen to Vergil's new voice actor take a crack at it.
I hoped it would be you, little brother.
The dude sounds like he gargled Chipotle sauce before recording lines. I'm sorry if I'm being rude. I'm hardly a professional voice talent myself, but this is why removing Langdon and Southward from Dante and Vergil respectively was such a dick move. These men don't just give the characters life, they live as the characters. They embody them. Dante's voice is very breathy, relaxed.
That's a letdown. I was hoping for a bit more than just a few sparks.
Almost like he struggles to pretend to care about anything going on. It's how he's so casual about everything, no matter how horrid the situation. Vergil's voice is calm, collect, and controlled.
And without strength, you cannot protect anything. Let alone yourself.
He is a man aware of every facet surrounding him. He exudes assurance in his every word and action. New Vergil is a chain smoker. His dialogue sounds almost forced, whereas Southward's is consistent and unchanging. These are only a few lines, I know, but this trailer was meant to hype us up for season 2, and it just sounds like a guy reading the lines he was given with very little context. And then his fight scenes. Strictly against humans. No demons. Even though demons are stronger, more resilient. Fighting them would be a far greater spectacle, and there's none of that here. And I know that's because Vergil is serving under Mundus, I get that. But another key part of Vergil's character is how he's pretty much out for himself. He's on his side. Full stop. It serves what I mentioned a moment ago, how Vergil is strictly confident in his actions. Well, now he's purely a slave to another. How much of his autonomy is intact? Is he completely brainwashed, or being abducted at such a young age? Does he truly believe Mundus is the best path to power? In any situation, we have some problems here. Because they chose to go this route, we're seeing Vergil subservient to another. That's not what the fanbase fell in love with. Yes, it was our first exposure to him in the games with DMC1, Nello Angelo, but what fans fell in love with was DMC3 Vergil, where we get to see his motivation, his personality on display, his sick-as-hell combat style. Despite having far less exposure, Vergil can rival and sometimes even surpass Dante in popularity. That ought to tell you something about his appeal, and it's becoming evident that's not the version we're getting this season. We're getting a slave, a pawn, a bottom bitch.
Hey, what the fuck? Cannon, private bitch. Yes, sir, bitch.
They treated Dante no better, so it's something we can't rule out. Hell, even he and Dante clashing looks underwhelming. Their fights have either been in demonic fortresses or massive structures overlooking the surroundings. Somewhere epic. This fight looks like it's happening at the local park. Ah yes, brothers fighting over who gets a turn on the swing set. How extravagant. Alright, again, I'm aware this is just a couple clips. I just don't care for the fact that the first impression we're getting of 2 very popular video game characters fighting each other is being presented this underwhelmingly. DMC3 left a better impression with graphics grainier than old World War II footage. I'll remind you all, Devil May Cry is the personification of over-the-top style and unhindered ferocity. The Netflix show hasn't delivered much of any of that. Season 2 doesn't look better.
Round and round we go.
I'm being mean. I'm not sorry. They don't deserve generosity after the bullshit they pulled last season. And some of the shit Adi has said, that man has a lot to do before he earns any credit back. I will not pretend to know the final product until it drops next year. Asshole I may be, but if it's good, I'll say so. If it's shit, well, you can see my other content to know how that'll go. The only positive thing I can say were the comments section of the teaser video. Cause, holy hell, people are being mean. I've never been proud to be part of a community until now. Devil May Cry fans are not happy with what they're seeing, and God bless them for that. But what do you guys think? Have any hopes they'll course correct, or are we bound for another disappointment? Share your thoughts down below, like and subscribe. I got more positive DMC content out with more on the agenda. On the Capcom games, not Netflix. Stay tuned if that sounds interesting. See you all in the next one. Till then,